You know what it is. Unique Make Audio, man. I'm getting ready to tell you this one is about how things can go left field so fast, man. So if you youngins don't understand it, I'm going to give you one so you do understand it. All right? So this is how we going to go. Let's get this thing popping. You know, we going to do what we do. All right? Unique Mecca Audio, man. Let's get this thing going. Get off the screen. There we go. Now we gonna ride. All right. Gunshots. Gunshots. They wasn't working the other day, but I got it right. We working. We had to reprogram it because I'm doing a lot of work over here. But this one here, we in the prison, right? We're in the federal prison, and just to show you how things can go left field real fast. We're in the federal prison, and in the prison, we tell people in a minute, you got to get your paperwork. You got 30 days when you hit the compound to get your paperwork. 30 days, and they tell you politely, you got 30 days to get your paperwork. If it's not here in 30 days, you know, we're going to airlift you out of here. You know what I mean? Or you could leave within the 30 days quietly and just disappear to PC. But you're not allowed to be around us if you don't have your paperwork. Gunshots to the men that check the paperwork. Gunshots. Gunshots. All right? Now, we check the paperwork because in the PSI, it shows you everything that went on and what they're using to give you your sentence, right? So we chilling in the compound and everything is good. You know, a dude come there and, you know, he gets along with everybody, you know? So he chilling, he moving around, he's smoking weed, he's smoking cigarettes, he's drinking wine, and, you know, everybody love him. You know what I mean? So now he gets there, and while he's doing his time, nobody really have any beefs with him, but everybody is waiting for that 30 days for the paperwork. They don't treat you funny until your paperwork come. Me, I don't talk to you till your paperwork come. But you got a lot of dudes that don't treat you funny until the paperwork come. Maybe they really don't care. And, you know, they just rolling with the masses that, you know, protect the yard, to protect the car, to make sure that everybody in your car on the yard is official. So can't no other car say that your car is harboring a rat. That's the worst thing you could do, is harbor a rat. You understand what I'm saying? When you're in the prison, you know, harboring a rat meaning having a rat in your car. You know what I mean? Because now the other cars is going to say, yeah, they got this hot dude on the car. They soft. They can't run them off. You know what I mean? Or they soft. They need him there to keep their numbers up. You know, and 9 times out of 10, the hot dude ain't going to do nothing anyway when, you know, things break out. So everything is moving in the yard, dude getting along, and we chilling, right? I'm not even going to make this one that long. I'm going to keep this one short and right to the point, you know? Now, this dude sits here, you know, I know y'all like when I ride. We going to ride, all right? We going to ride. We going to ride. We going to ride, all right? Now, this dude sits here, and everything is good. Everybody loving him. He doing what he got to do. And, you know, playing basketball with everybody and, you know, playing cards, you know, on the tabletops. He's one of the homies, you know. But now it get close to the end of his 30 days. And then there's another brother. Pay attention now. There's another brother that been down 20 years. And he's getting ready to leave on Monday. When you leave from the prison, they either let you go from the prison and the feds. Like if you're from New York and you're in Texas, they'll give you a bus ticket to take a bus from Texas, not a plane. So don't let them fool you with that. Your family got to buy a plane ticket if they want you to get a plane ticket. Well, it was a dude that was leaving. And while he's getting ready to leave, his family comes up that weekend to see him. Now, when they come up to see him that weekend, they come from Friday, and he's leaving Monday after 20 years in federal prison. You know, everybody love him, everybody get along with him, but he a go hard dude. So now we sitting in there, and his family come up to visit him, and when they come up to visit him, they go see him Friday. So Friday they had a good visit, you know what I mean? And, we come back, he telling us how the visit was, you know what I mean? We go to the yard, we smoke a little weed, and, he talking about the things he gonna do when he go home, and how his family was there, how his girl looked good, and he can't wait to, to run up in her, you know what I mean? Because, we talk like that, So, how beautiful his daughter look. He can't wait to lay down in the bed with her on his bare chest, like she was just born. The whole nine, that's where we at. So now, we chilling, and they got what they call a movie theater. So they had a really good movie theater showing. And we all go to the movie theater that night. When you go to the movie theater, you bring your weed, your popcorn, your alcohol. The dudes that's into the dope, they bring their dope, whatever. And, everybody go in there and they get high and watch the movie and chill out with the homies, because that's the time when you can sit with homies from different areas in the jail, together and, get high. You know what I mean? And enjoy your homies. So now we sitting there and we go to movies that night. It was a good movie, but, the homie, he didn't go that night. He stayed back, you know what I mean? Because, he just wanted to reminisce on his visit. So a few of the main homies that deal with him, they stayed back with him. And, we all went to the movies. So we come back. The movies is fire. The movie was fire. You know what I mean? So we go back, we tell him how fire the movie was and all that, and he's like, man, I'm going tomorrow night. Because the same movie they show Friday, they show Saturday and Sunday, and sometimes they hold it till Monday and do a little day matinee joint, and they take it back to the movie thing by 5 o'clock. So he was like, man, I got to see that joint. So, he all happy. And, when you go to the visit, you get your little uniform pressed up, and, you know what I mean? Or, if you're in the penitentiary, they give you the jumpsuit, so you make sure when you go out there you get the jumpsuit that's fitting you proper. And it's funny because back in the days, like in Lewisburg, when we used to go to visit, we used to go out there and tell them give us like a 3X jumpsuit. We really are large, but we got a 3X jumpsuit because that's when we was into the baggy clothes, But now you see dudes with the fitted clothes, and it's funny because there was this one dude from Baltimore that was a good dude, older head. When he went out there on a visit, he used to always go with, like, he might be an extra large. He'll go out there with a large sweatsuit and the joint all up on him. You know what I mean? It's skin tight. You know what I mean? And everybody used to look at him and laugh. But then and he had a bad girl used to come see him, and she used to always wear this mink coat. Like a long trench coat. She always wore some type of trench coat. Mink coat, little cashmere, whatever. So when she come up in the joint, one day we get ready to leave for the visit, so I decided to watch this dude. You know what I mean? I'm like, yo, I want to see how his girl respond to him with these tight-ass clothes on. So when it was time to leave, everybody stand up and everybody get up, give a hug and a kiss, and, kids hugging the family, and you picking them up and you doing that. And so picture a room where, 50 families and everybody stand up at the same time. So we all kind of bunched in and camouflaging each other. So dude is sitting there, and his girl opened the coat up, and he went in between her coat, and he's hugging her goodbye. But he got his hands on the outside of the coat where you can see that he's not doing nothing inappropriate. So he might take his hands and put it around her neck while he's sitting there like that. So now while he's sitting there doing that, everybody's saying bye to their girl or whatever, and their family members, their kids, their mother, But this dude is sitting there, and he's having sex under the coat. He wears the skin tight pants so that his girl could get to his joint to get it out quicker to put it in. You know what I mean? Not disrespecting anybody, just telling you how it is in the prison. So his girl puts it in, he's sitting there and he's hugging her and he's getting his nut, and I'm watching. I'm like, this nigga too slick. Gunshots to this nigga. You know what I mean? Baltimore in the house. Big round of applause to Baltimore. Big round of applause to Baltimore. You know what I mean? Big round of applause to Baltimore. All day, love Baltimore. Baltimore niggas should think, man. So he in there, he doing his thing, and he getting his man. And I'm like, oh, man, I need to do that. So I get on the phone, tell my girl, get the trench coat. You know, blah, 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 blah. You saw the way to do it, doing it, da, da, da. And I'm trying to put my little thing together. But now when it was time to go out there, I'm not even going to front. You know, I put on a medium jumpsuit, you know what I mean? And, you know, joint all twisted up in it and all that. And, you know, I'm like, nah, I can't go out there like that. As bad as I want to run up in, I can't do it. Y'all put in the comments, would you be able to wear them skin tight suit in the prison going to the visiting hall? You know what I mean? That make you look, no disrespect, like you got a camel toe. I'm like, nah, I can't do it, So I go out there, girlfriend, got the trench coat on, and she's like, what happened? And I'm like, man, I can't do it, man. You know what I mean? The same way I notice him looking funny with them joints, I know niggas gonna look at me funny with that. And me, I'm dealing too much with my pride and ego, you know what I mean? But anyway, let's ride back, because we riding. So now we in a joint, and mind you, like I said, dude going home Monday, after 20 years, family come to see him Friday, beautiful visit. Saturday, you know what I mean? We had Friday night, we went to see the movies. Movie was banging. We told him about the movie. He said he was going to go Saturday. So he goes and get up Saturday morning. He's telling everybody that he getting ready to go do his thing. You know what I mean? That, yeah, my family coming up here, da-da-da. And, we just happy for him. Because like I said, we really, the men is really happy when another men, go home, So, he's telling us all his plans, and we sitting around and we happy for him, and we living our life through him at that moment, as far as, because we generally got love for him. So we living our life through him saying, man, when I go home, I want my girl to pick me up, and I want this and I want that. And these are the things we're saying. And, it was just a beautiful thing. But he goes on a visit, you know what I mean? He goes on a visit, and while he on a visit, some paperwork come on the dude that had 30 days to get his paperwork, that everybody was enjoying his company and his time on the compound. So the paperwork come. My phone number on the screen, if y'all want to call, I do answer that number. Oh, yeah, let me give y'all the Cash App announcement, man. They go to Cash App announcement, man. All right. Special announcement, man. This is what my Cash App look like. It must have that green checkered box to the right of my name. No picture of me. None of that. This is exactly what my Cash App look like. Once you put in Unique Mecca Hall and you get ready to send it, it must have that green checkered box. Let's get this thing going. All right. Now, I had a great special announcement, man. This is what my Cash App look like. It must have that green checkered box. I had a wonderful birthday party, right? My birthday party was celebrated at Club Salsa Confuego. We edited the video to put the video up for you. You know what I mean? But that's how the Cash App go. If you don't see the Cash App look just like this, you know what I mean? Don't send money. All right? Special announcement, man. This is what my Cash App look like. It must have that green checkered box to the right of my name. Don't send money. No picture of me. None of that. This is it. All right, so now let's get back into the story. My apologies on that. Just wanted to get that straight. Special announcement. Cop the book of Roy in Harlem. Y'all been buying my merch on the YouTube channel below. Thank you. I appreciate you. And I'm at 51,000 subscribers. Round of applause to you. Forgetting me there. Thank you. Round of applause. You know what I mean? I'm at 51,000. We were just trying to get to 50 the other day. Now we ran up to 1,000 over the weekend. So that means that they like the content. You know what I mean? So I got something new. Like I said, I'm going to do the King Von joint about them labeling him a serial killer. And I'm going to speak on FBG Duck. I've been watching their videos, and I respect these two men to the fullest. You know what I mean? I respect these two men to the fullest. And I'm very disappointed at them labeling King Von a serial killer, Well, this dude that's not even a part of our culture to understand our culture and our mindset about when you step off the porch and you enter into the world that these young men chose to enter into. But anyway, let me get back to the story. I started getting a little emotional, man, because like I said, I've been really watching these young men videos, and, I feel them. You know what I mean? We're going to give King Von and FBG Duck a round of applause. All right. Now, I know we got a lot of haters saying how you give them a round of applause. I give them a round of applause because they're men. You understand? They're men. I'm going to break that down to you in a video. So if y'all really ready for that video on King Von, and I'm going to add FBG Duck in it because his name came up along, the videos, and I followed him too. And I think both of them deserve, their props. They both deserve their props, man. And I'm going to tell you why. You know what I mean? First of all, let me say this. I don't agree with the youth getting involved in the gangbanging, but the same way I don't agree with the youth getting involved with selling drugs, or robbing banks or credit card scam or breaking the law in any way, putting themselves in harm's way to go to prison and be taken away from their family. But if they choose to do it, there's rules and regulations to it, and that's what I'm here for, to break down the rules, regulations, principles, morals, and codes to entering into this world, because I gave y'all 26 years showing you what it's like to stand tall and not even tell on your brother after he was dead so that you can get out of prison. And that's not to get no kudos, because that's just a part of the rules and principles of the game. You know what I mean? So none of that, I don't get no props for doing that. Let's get that right. I'm not asking for no props. I'm just telling you that there's rules and regulations. This is how it go. All right, so now, I'm riding. So let's go back. So now homie goes on a visit. You know what I mean? Homie goes on a visit, and he sees his family. And while he and his family are out there with the family, somebody come to the yard that Saturday morning, said they just got this mail last night, and the mail was saying that dude was hot. You know what I mean? Somebody sent a kite saying that the dude that was waiting on the paperwork to get there in 30 days was hot. So now while they waiting on the paperwork, you know what I mean, for him to get his PSI, which is his court paper, somebody write a note saying, nah, that dude hot, he did it, he did it. And this is a reputable dude that send it, so he sends it to another reputable dude. So the reputable dude, he brings it out to the other reputable dude to say, look, we ain't got to wait on the paperwork. The homie said he hot. If the homie said he hot, so we got to punish him. Because bottom line, he been trying to infiltrate it, so we don't know what he already told the administration while he been here smoking weed, drinking with us, knowing how we getting the weed in, the drugs in, how we packaging, who holding it. And he knows too damn much. We got to get rid of him. You understand? This is how serious it is, Now, all this is from a note. You know what I mean? That was sent on his brother. So now everybody group up. So of course now we got some people that saying, nah, you can't go on his note. Dude sending a kite, and dude say, nah, but he reputable. If he say that he hot. So other dude like, nah, man, you know what I mean? We can't do that. You know what I mean? We got to wait for him to get his paperwork. So now it's a big standoff where the two of them coming together and they clashing. You know what I mean? As far as what to do, have to, because to tell you, a good dude. Everybody loved him. You know what I mean? So all the dudes that, was feeling them was like, nah, give him another chance. And then, of course, it was dudes that wasn't really feeling them, probably because he cut into dudes that they've been trying to cut into and deal with for all this time, but they couldn't deal with. You know what I mean? Because they, for whatever reason. So now they might have been jealous of him or whatever, because that's the way it played out. All this play out, man. A lot of feelings and emotions in the prison, too. So now this is where that's at. So you got half with him and half against him, and dude's ready to go. And dudes is like on some straight man time in there. Yeah, in prison it's called man time. I don't know what y'all do out here, but I'm talking about we're going in prison, and that's what this episode is, showing you how things go down in the prison. So now dudes is like, bottom line, he's hot, he gotta go. And other dudes are like, nah, we ain't see his paperwork, his 30 days ain't up, he's not going. You know what I mean? Oh, so you defining this rat bastard? This is what they saying. And then now they like, nah, he ain't no rat. Watch your mouth. You calling my man a rat, da-da-da-da-da-da. And he like, yeah, because I got the kite. And homie got the kite from homie official, so we know what time it is, so we not going to play none of these games. And dude like, nah, well, you ain't doing nothing to him, So all this is playing out during the time of the visit. My man comes back off the visit. So he come off the visit and everything is good. He feeling himself. He going home. Monday, just did 20 years. So he come back and he walk into this big hoopla of everybody ready to kill each other over whether they should take the letter that was sent saying he's hot or wait for him to get his PSI, in the 30-day time period that they said he had after he done been there 3 weeks, 4 weeks, going on a month. But he ain't been there the 30 days yet, so he still had the grace. But dude was like, nah, the note is good enough to get rid of him. Bottom line, we don't harbor rats, and we don't have no rats in our car. That's how it is in prison. So y'all pay attention. Y'all quick to say, if this happened, I'm telling, no, don't go to prison. You don't want to wind up around none of this. Now, so here we go. So remember about King Vaughn and FBG Duck. Put in the comments if y'all want me to break that down. But like I said, I respect those two men. You know what I mean? Those are gods of the gang game to me. Those is our legends. You know what I mean? And y'all go ahead and criticize him. You say our. Yes, our, because we still a society. We still a people. And we have different people in society. Like I'm still a legend even though I'm a drug dealer and I poison my community. But that don't stop my legitimacy of me poisoning the community, and that's why I'm trying to give back now, you know? Just like I saw FBG Duck was trying to give back certain things to the community, you know what I mean, and was trying to change his life, you know what I mean? And then I also saw, you know, Vaughn look out for his people. I saw one of the videos where Vaughn got his first 100,000 or maybe 100,000. Y'all trolls correct me if I'm wrong. But he came in and walked in with like 100,000 in a bag, and he had his whole crew there, and he broke everybody off with a piece of money. That's giving back, my nigga. You know what I mean? He ain't say, I made this 100,000, it's my 100,000. Nah, y'all rode with me. You know what I mean? So here, this you, this you, this you, this you, but I made this over here. But when I got beef over here, you here with me. So the same way you roll with me when I got beef over here is the same way when I go over here and I find something, you know, that could help us, I'm going to bring it back and break bread with my family. I'm going to break all that down. Y'all want me to do the King Vaughn video and FBG Duck, so y'all understand, man. You know, 'cause I didn't appreciate the European layman Kim Vaughn, a serial killer, and I'm definitely gonna speak on that. First of all, the young man is not a serial killer, so you trolls stop that. All right, let's stop that. You know, and I'm gonna break down why. You know, then it's up to you where you want to go with it. So I know y'all gonna have a lot to say when I break that down. But anyway, let's ride back into prison. We ride. Let's ride. And you know what? I feel like get the intro going again. So we back, man. We back. Let's ride. So here it is Saturday night. Homie going to visit. The fight done brewed up. Everything done kicked in and, you know, got crazy. So now dude comes back from the visit. You know what I mean? And he walks into this hoopla where you got half the car holding down the hot dude. You got the other car, the other half that, you know what I mean? It's like, nah, bottom line is the homie said he hot, so that's it. We take the homie word. He ain't going to put no bone on nobody for nobody that ain't hot. Right? So that's where we at. So now he comes back, and we all plan on going to the movie theater. So we go up to the movie theater, you know, because the movie was out. It was a good movie. Everybody watched it the night before. Everybody wanted to see it again the next day. So we roll up to the movie theater. So we all go up to the movie theater. We're up there smoking, drinking, this and that. You know, dudes is separated and divided behind, you know, this dude, whether he hot or he not hot. And, you know, but bottom line is the proper thing to do, for me give y'all how it works in the prison. Proper thing to do was hold your aggression you have, you know, towards this letter, you know what I mean, until the 30 days is up and his paperwork come, and give him a chance to show his paperwork over what another man is saying, because it could have been any number of reasons why, you know, the brother is saying that he was hot or whatever. It might be something that he heard, whatever. It might be that he just don't like him and he just wanted him off the pound and know that his voice with the pen is going to get him off the pound. But it's that simple, fellas, for the dude to get rid of you if they don't like you. You know what I mean? So they come back and we all go to the movie theater, and dude comes to the movie theater with us. So while we're at the movie theater, we watching the movie, we smoking, drinking, we laughing, we having a good time. And, you know, dudes whispering amongst themselves, yo, them dudes dead wrong for even coming at him like that. If they even mention that again, man, because dude even talk about we harboring rats. So that alone, from the half of the car that, you know, was stamping the letter, saying that the letter was factual and that's good enough, you know, they called the dudes that wanted to wait on the paperwork, you know what I mean, which is the men, to me, on man time. They called them rat lovers and harboring a rat. Worst thing you could do. So now dude done got the weed in them, drinking them, and we all up there chilling, everybody high and everybody chilling. And out of nowhere, you know, the lights come on after the movie's over, and we all getting ready to leave. So while we all getting ready to leave and we walking out, one of the dudes really took it personal by him saying that he was a rat lover and that he was harboring rats. You understand? So dude went and pulled out his knife and just started poking homie while he was there. So when he went to start poking the homie, somebody else started, you know, fighting, and the next dude started fighting, and, you know, it's about 30 dudes in there fighting. But bottom line, when the smoke cleared, you understand what I'm saying? There was a dead body. there was a dead body. You know what I mean? Now, when the smoke cleared, there's a dead body. So they get everybody against the wall, get everybody out of there. They got the body there. So now they locked the jail down. So now, the next day, the homie family come to visit. So when the homie family come to visit, they tell them, oh, the compound is shut down. There's no visits this weekend because something happened in the prison the night before. So we had to close down the compound. But they don't want to give them too much. So they just say we closed the compound because of an incident happened the night before. So they said, all right. So they already drove up there to come pick their loved one up. So they said, we'll go get them Monday, So they went back and did whatever, went to go eat or whatever. They killed time, excited to see their loved one on Monday. So they go Monday to wait to pick them up. So when they go Monday, they go in and let them know such and such is here for such and such. So they check the paperwork and they look and they see such and such. Oh, such and such was deceased last night, Saturday night, in the melee that we had up in here. They're like, deceased? Say, yeah, he's no longer with us. What do you mean he's no longer with us? You better bring my man out here. Bring my son out here. This is how they telling them. And they're like, no, I don't think you understand. He was deceased. What do you mean deceased? I just seen him Friday. You know what I mean? And I seen him Saturday. Yeah, and they tell them, yeah, but something happened Saturday night. You know what I mean? And he was murdered during the course of this incident on Saturday night. So the family is all twisted, like, oh my God. You know what I mean? So now they break down and they start crying. Moral of the story is, you know what I mean? Dude had nothing to do with it. He just went to the movie to see the movie because he's going down. But when everybody started fighting, you understand, and the knife started getting pushed, and somebody pushed the knife in him, because, he was with one side. And the other side, they didn't care about him going home, because there's always some of us, or some of them that, is haters and don't want to see the next brother go home. So somebody winds up stabbing him and he winds up getting killed because he going home, so he didn't even bring a knife to the movie theater. He think everything is good, but he didn't know that the half that was called rat lovers, and harboring a rat was going to make a move on the half that called them that. And this is all one car. I'm not even going to say what car it is. I try to respect everybody. Those of y'all that was in the prison, I'm sure y'all know what I'm talking about, and y'all remember this incident. But that's how serious it is, and that's how it go. So now let me give you my special announcement, man, one more time, man. Special announcement, man. This is what my Cash App look like. It must have that green checkered box to the right of my name. No picture of me, none of that. This is exactly what my Cash App look like once you put in unique Mecca Hall and you get ready to send it. It must have that green checkered box. Let's get this thing going. All right? Yeah, so, that's what it is, man, so y'all understand. That's what my Cash App look like. Special announcement, man. This is what my Cash App look like. It must have that green checkered box to the right of my name. And thank you for your happy birthday wishes and, all my subscribers that came out to my birthday party. I took some pictures with them. I put it up on the Instagram with a few of them, but it was just too many to put all in one video. But thank y'all and thank everybody, man. Round of applause to you. All right, calm down, y'all. Calm down. All right, so that's where we at. Like I said, they tell the family member, because we riding, remember. They tell the family member that their loved one was killed, The dude did 20 years and go home in what we call one in a wake up. Because it was Saturday when he got killed, so you just got to make it through Sunday and then wake up Monday. So you call that one in the makeup. So he had one in the makeup left and lost his life. That simple. So if y'all want to violate, y'all want to gamble, y'all want to do that, feel free to do that. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, don't do it. I'm telling you it wasn't worth it. If you don't want to listen to me, follow your own instincts. Do what you want to do. But I'm telling you, as a man that been there, done that, and some. All right? Now, let me just tap out because this is it, man. All right?
Cheers, toast the crime, toast the crime, the crime, the crime, the crime. What?
Fresh out the can of 26. He back on the strip, getting back in the mix. What he mentions a gift. You stand up 10 toes down, and I suggest you pay attention to this. Take a little gully posse and put it in Harlem. He cut from the bottom, came up from the bottom. Drop the book, you should go and get it. The Instagram page and the YouTube, you could go and visit. Then you could consider yourself LinkedIn. Sit front row and get Jews from a kingpin. How he went through it, so you ain't gotta go do it. To not pay attention would be stupid. Talking about a man that probably put your grandfather on. Probably the reason that him and your grams got along. A man that generated millions on the block, did his time, never squilling to the cops, Mecca audio. Get it live like 2 G's in the 90s. Drop top beamer so shiny. I let shorty go, she was whining. Treat her like my past, she behind me. Spend a couple bands on the Dapper Dan. You be back again, getting green like a Packers fan. No cap, it's a roaring uptown. They be horn uptown, Dominican bust downs. Now we on the positive, we got a lot to give. Now he trying to stop the kids from being inoperative. So take heed, homie, lend a ear. He started in uptown, he gon' finish dead. But now it ain't about selling drugs, buying cars. It's about buying property to make the community ours. So we can give back to the youth them. Cause they the truth them. And bless up to all the road men.
Special announcement, man. This is what my Cash App look like. It must have that green checkered box to the right of my name. No picture of me, none of that. This is exactly what my Cash App look like. Once you put in Unique Mecca Hall and you get ready to send it, it must have that green checkered box. Let's get this thing going. All right.